In week 2, we focus on awareness of our breathing. So we use the breath as an anchor to focus our attention in the here and now. And we teach some informal mindfulness practices and then some more formal mindfulness practices, which is what you more typically think of as a meditation. So some of the informal breathing practices that we teach the students are just a basic of putting their hand on their belly or putting a hand in front of their mouth and feeling their breath as it moves in and out of their body. So let's take a deep breath in through our nose and out through our mouth. Breathing in through your nose like you're smelling a flower, and then out through your mouth like you're blowing out a candle. And we also teach a 4-7-8 breath. We breathe in through our nose for a count of 4. Hold for 7. And out my mouth for 8. You guys think you can try that? And then with the younger students, we use a little heart pillow that we make, and we talk about how they can balance the heart pillow on their stomach and watch it move up and down with their breathing. Again, giving them something tangible to focus on as they're doing this breathing practice, which can be kind of abstract and hard for some of the younger kids. So we like to give them something that they can see to focus on since they can't see their breath all the time. And then we shift into our art activity. And during this week, we like to use some clay. And I have the children create the shapes with the clay that they think if they could see their breath, what would it look like? And they can show us in the clay with their art activity. And that's usually something we talk about during our more formal meditation practice. So in the more formal breathing meditation, they may go into a seated, quiet position, trying to stay as still and as calm as possible. And I always offer to students they can keep their eyes open or closed during this practice. Again, that's a trauma-informed practice. Some students aren't going to feel safe closing their eyes in a large classroom with other students. So if they don't want to close their eyes, they can focus their gaze on something not moving in front of them so they can still keep their attention on themselves. And then I also usually recommend that they can choose one small movement if they need a movement to go to while they're doing the meditation, so they can still stay as still as possible. And maybe that's something like wiggling fingers or toes, or quietly tapping their foot. Something small that they can go to if they feel they need to move, and then returning to stillness, returning their focus to the practice. And during this more formal breathing meditation practice, they notice where they feel they're breathing most in the body. They keep their attention on that area. They notice the quality of their breath, and they try to imagine what their breath would look like, which again leads them into that art activity with the clay.
This one is right here. It's outside and he's like breathing. Just in the center. This one is in school, just walking to his class and he's just breathing out.
Okay. When do you think you might use any of the breathing meditations we did today?
When I can't sleep.
When you can't sleep. Yeah, that's a good one.